Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to another week of Carlie's Couch. I'm so excited for you to be here. Today is a goodie, but a quickie. So let's lock in. Real quick, sidebar. I have a couple of episodes off the couch coming up that I am so hyped for y'all to see and hear and be a part of. The adventures off the couch have been so much fun. And yeah, I'm so excited for you to join me off the couch. So be on the lookout for those. But today, we are going to talk about our excuses and how we can own our power and change our lives. And yeah, let's jump into it. I've been marinating on this idea of how we are often the only thing that holds ourselves back in any situation. And please think with nuance, like when you're listening to any of my episodes, but also anything. Let's use some nuance and critical thinking, which if y'all listening to me, I'm pretty sure you do. But inevitably, there's always some people on social media with some nonsense. But most of the time, we are the only thing holding ourselves back. And we had an episode a couple of weeks ago about getting out of your own way. But today is more about changing the narrative and recognizing that we have patterns and how we shift the power from the pattern to recognizing what we're choosing. One of my favorite quotes when we think about the education system is, and I forgot who said it, so I'm so sorry. I'll try to find it. But the educational system isn't broken. It's designed to do exactly what it's doing, to produce broken children, the school to prison pipeline. Like, it is doing exactly what it was designed to do. But it seems broken because of how it does not support people. But if you think about our world and how that piece of the puzzle fits in, especially within the U.S., it's doing exactly what it's supposed to. And when we think about that same system, what is your system designed to do? If you were to look at your life honestly, your decisions, your actions, how you choose to show up and spend your energy, your time, are you living the life you want to live? Or are you living it in a way that you want to live to get to your dream life? Like, if someone spent a week with you, would they be able to tell what your goals are? Would they be able to understand your values? And that's something that I've really been thinking about lately and sitting with. Like, you say you want this thing, but then do your actions align with said thing? Like, for example, you say you want to get fit, but you don't ever go to the gym. You don't eat healthy. You're not intentional about your food. You're not tracking anything. You say that you want to grow your business and post more on social media, but then you don't do it. You say you want to write a book, but then you don't do it. You say you want to start a blog, but you don't do it. And the list goes on and on. There's a million things that we say we want to do, but we don't. Why don't we do it? Why don't we write the book? Why don't we go to the gym? Why don't we work out or eat healthy or save up for a vacation with our family? Why don't we do the things we say we do? In Adlerian psychology, they would tell you, you can change your life the moment you stop asking, why am I like this? And start asking, what am I choosing? And recognizing that, if you're not doing a thing, it's because something about not doing it is serving you more than doing it. If you're not writing your book, it's because not writing it is serving you more than writing it. Not working out, not posting on social media, not reaching out to clients, not applying for school or that job, whatever, there is a block because not doing the thing is serving you more than that. And so whatever you're doing or not doing is working. And your brain wants to protect you and wants to keep you safe. And so our brains don't want to keep us happy. That's never their goal. Their goal is to keep us alive. And so whatever they're helping us choose keeps us in known chaos, because known chaos or known sadness or any known situation is better than unknown to your brain, because in a known situation, it knows how to deal with it. It knows how to protect you. It knows how to keep you at least somewhat safe, and it feels more in control. Whereas any unknown situation is really scary for your brain. And so it could even be your own brain just trying to keep you from expanding because it's scared and it doesn't know. But also, there are often beliefs that keep us from showing up. So not posting on social media. Maybe you're scared of being seen. not writing your book. Maybe you don't want to be held accountable, or going back to school, or going to the gym. Maybe you just are scared of that accountability. Maybe you're scared if you actually start reaching out to clients, you'll get them and then you won't succeed, or you'll fail, or you will succeed. Maybe you're scared of failure or of succeeding. And it's much easier to talk about things than actually doing it. And for me, if I'm looking at what are the things in my life that I say I want to do and then I don't do, it's mostly business related, like focusing on my professional development, reaching out to customers, potential clients, posting more on social media. Those are all things that I say I want to do, but then my actions don't ever show that. And it could be any of those reasons, but what I'm recognizing and thinking about is, like, that's a pattern in my life. But then shout out to Bashar, Bashar. You can look him up on YouTube. He's very cool and very ethereal in helping you think and process, like metacognition, how we think about ourselves and our thoughts. But he says, like, the moment you notice something is a pattern, it stops just being this pattern in the background. It stops being this operating system in the background, and it becomes a choice. So that is not a pattern for me anymore. That's a choice to not post on social media. That's a choice to not reach out for new clients. And so thinking about where in your life is there a misalignment for something you say you want to do, but then the actions aren't necessarily following through. And what I'm not saying is that anything you say is something you actually mean, because you might just be saying it to sound cool. Like, oh, I'm gonna go back to school and get a doctorate, knowing good and damn well you do not want to go back to school. That's fine. But you may feel like you have to say that to get somebody off your back. I'm talking about the things you actually want to do, but just don't seem to take the actions to do. And recognizing that, your brain could be trying to protect you, but the moment you notice that pattern, that you're not doing the thing that you said you wanted to, that it's your choice. And look how powerful you are. You've been choosing to not do that thing for so long. Let's figure out why. Because if the end goal, like A plus B equals C, if you A said you want to do it, but you're never getting to B, then you can never get to C. So let's figure out why that is. Like, it's often easier to be like, oh, I can't post on social media because I'm so tired and I'm so busy. But girl, I be scrolling. So all that time I spend on social media, I could just be posting. And I can't even give the excuse that I don't take content, because I be recording. I just don't post it. So what is the bigger deal? And so my work in this situation, now that I recognize that I'm choosing this thing that is not serving me in the ways that I wanted to, is to figure out, how is it serving me? Maybe I have a fear of being seen. Maybe I think nobody will care. Maybe I'm scared if I do post it and I still don't get any customers for my business, or whatever the thing is. And just recognizing that that's okay. I think that sometimes we're too scared to try, and we would rather live with, oh, I can't do it because I'm just so busy. And we always make the obstacle something outside of ourselves. But the obstacle is not something outside of yourself. The obstacle is you. But if you're the obstacle, then you're also the solution. And you are so powerful. You get to create this beautiful life in whatever way you want to. So reclaim your power and recognize, like, you can really do anything you want to. And as far as we know, we only have one life. So why not spend it doing something that you actually want to do? So tuning in, I'll say the next steps are tuning in with some things you actually want to do in your life, or for yourself, or for your family, whatever those things are. And then looking where there's misalignments. Like, if you've been talking about writing a book for 5 years, but you never write it, or been talking about starting to run, but you never run. I would challenge you to, one, just start. And then once you start sitting with, well, what are the fears that are coming up for me? What am I scared of by putting on these running shoes? I'm gonna get injured. Oh man, maybe you had an injury back in the day and you're scared to go back to that. Or maybe you're scared that you won't be good at running, but you'll never know unless you try. And so letting the things we actually want in our life to stop being so ethereal, stop being able to be blocked by things outside of us, and recognizing we have the power to start doing said thing right now, today, in this moment. Because risk is what opens us up for reward. Risk is what opens us up for growth. And so being real and just trying a thing, like, maybe I do start posting a lot and I'm like, you know what, I really hate this shit. I don't want to do this no more. Okay, great. But until I really started doing it, there's no there's no learning. There's no curve. There's no learning curve. There's no ability to take anything away from that and grow. There's just an obstacle that I'm the only thing standing in my own way. Because also talking about working out isn't the same as doing it. And having big dreams is not the same thing as taking action. And what is it? A dream without a goal without a action is just a wish. And so, yeah, let's be real with ourselves and figure out what that is. At a certain point, we can talk about stuff all day, but until you take action on it, you're still just procrastinating and standing between yourself and who you say you want to be, where you say you want to be. Stop being scared to try or fail because you're worth it. Your dreams are worth it. And I'm so excited to hear maybe some thoughts and feedback on y'all, on where you see some misalignment in your life, where you see some opportunity to own your power and take it back. Because if you are the obstacle, you are also the solution. Again, I was mulling over this idea for a while in life, just recognizing where I have my own misalignments, talking about in therapy, all that, Bashar. But then I also read this amazing Substack, Your Excuses Are Working by Maxine Goins. Shout out to Justin for sending it to me. Jason, I'm so sorry. Shout out to Jason for sending it to me. I will put it in the comments, like I'll tag it. So if you want to do some further reading on Substack, you can also follow me there. And I hope y'all have a beautiful day. I'll catch y'all next week. And I actually think next week might be an Off the Couch episode. So stay tuned. Bye, y'all.